Yo, this is part two. I didn't really get more in depth in this conversation. Um, I feel like there should be more black superheroes. There really should be. Um, I think us as black people need to actually dig up some of these black superheroes and tweak them, modernize them, make them better, but do not make them stereotypical. If you want to be equal or want to have something that the kids look up to, they can't be a clown. They can't be something that's so stereotypical that makes you want to slap your own damn self. They need to be cool. Even if they are somewhat stereotypical, they still need to be cool. For example, it's not a bad idea for a black superhero to have powers from Africa. That's not a bad idea. The bad idea is where the black superhero who has powers from Africa is fighting the KKK. That's going a little bit too far. A superhero needs to be able to protect the people, not just, you know, uh, have a issue with the KKK. He needs to have an issue against injustice in general, which means brother might have to beat the shit out of another brother. That's the truth. It's not just a white against black thing. It's a hero against evil and bullshit thing. Let's face it. We've been quiet way too fucking long, and we've been accepting of too much bullshit for way too long. You know, and we have become our own worst fucking enemy. And even when we do try to uplift ourselves, we forget that in order for our people to learn that some things are just not right, that means we have to tell them it is not right. You know, if a black super has to beat the shit out of a black kingpin who's been killing and raping and fucking up a whole one side of the city that he's protecting, then so be it. You know, black people, we're kind of our own worst enemy. We sit here and to we don't want to work with the police, but at the same time, we don't want crackheads and drug dealers on the street. When a black guy or a black woman becomes a cop, we they get called out being whitewashed or you know they're not being black. Why are they not being black? Because he's doing something for the fucking community. Because he's taking those same drug dealers that you don't want on the street off the damn street. Just so happen he might be another brother taking in another brother, but that other brother shouldn't be on the street doing the shit that he was doing in the first fucking place. To get caught up and put in jail. You can't play favorites. You can't sit here and cry talking about, I wish my people be better, but yet at the same time, you won't up and support people being better. And I think like I said in my other video, I would rather see kids look up to black superheroes than kids look up to drug dealers, pimps, and gangsters. And like I said, it doesn't have to be emphasized they're black. It's a common sense they're black. Guy got big lips, faded hair, buff as hell. He has brown skin. Well, we know he's black. He doesn't need to talk like an ignorant, stupid motherfucker on the street to say he's black. That's not a superhero. That's an ignorant motherfucker in a costume. Especially if you're gonna say he's from Africa. I have not seen one time anybody talk shit about the Black Panther. He's from Africa. He's a king from Africa. Let's put some more emphasis. He's a king from Africa. His wife is Storm. Power couple, super power couple. He has no problem putting down a brother who's on some bullshit. Black Panther was on the seat. You see a brother trying to rape a girl on the street, he's gonna go down there and fuck up that brother. I don't see nobody saying shit about that. Maybe that's just me. But I do believe there needs to be more black superheroes. Now, if you do some research, there's at least 50 to 100 black superheroes, somewhere around there. If you do some serious research. But let's say half of them are bullshit. Let's be honest, half of them is bullshit. You probably can't even save some of these characters. I mean, you really couldn't save some of these characters if you even wished for it. Then the other 50 are pretty much cool, but they haven't been used in like forever. Let's say 25 of them are cool. Like 50% of them are cool, but 25 of them are in use right now, and the other 25 are in use, but nobody knows them. And they're so outdated, it's not even funny. So I think people need to do some research. I know there's a lot of brothers and sisters out there who can draw their ass off. Y'all know how a superhero in 2012 should look like. You know, y'all know what type of armaments, the attitude. Y'all should be, I think we should be able to either resurrect some names, do a little tweak to their costume, their build, because, you know, some of them do look like way back in the day where every superhero looked like a professional bodybuilder. Tweak their build a little bit, change a little thing, give them a better story, and see what happens. Today's interest on superheroes is the complexity of what goes on in their day-to-day life. Not just wham, bam, you know, and beat the super villain. No, it's more of a detailed, gritty, almost a complete. A lot of times you can actually say a novel as a comic book. You know, these are novels in a lot of senses. You know, these are detailed stories. You know, I think that's why nowadays black superheroes in general are coming out the grave, and particularly in cartoon animation where these stories are so deep, even though they're on Cartoon Network for kids. A lot of times these stories are so deep, and that tells you something. When the kids are into these stories and they're thinking on the same level as the stories are being told, you know, our kids watch Barney. Oh, might not be the smartest thing to do all the time. I'm not saying, you know, get them into the the PG-13 movie, but I'm just saying, you gotta really look at these are some serious fucking, you know, stories that will move you. your emotions will get into these stories, especially if you read it. Um, and I think as black people, we need to go into the comic book industry and say, hey, look, we need more blacks as superheroes, and not just blacks as superheroes. We want heroes who happen to be black. If enough is enough. We don't need to know. We don't need. There's a difference. I think the. How should I say this? At one time, when we was pro-black, black is beautiful, and all this other stuff, we went to the left on the whole thing. I mean, we want to put it on a pedestal. That's not celebrating being black. That's putting something on a pedestal. That has shit to do with celebrating. Celebrating is living it, respecting it, honoring it, living it. You don't just put history on a pedestal and let it stay there. You live it day to day. You know, a flower doesn't need to say it's beautiful to be beautiful. Just as much as a black person doesn't need to say he's proud to be black, because he is proud of being black. And I'm saying that for the fact that if we're talking about making more black superheroes, cooler black superheroes, meaningful black superheroes, we're talking about superheroes who happen to be black. We're talking about they know they black. The whole world know they black. But that ain't the issue here. The issue is that person is a hero. He or she has saved lives. He or she has put villains in prison. He or she might have had to make the choice of killing an evil motherfucker or letting that motherfucker live and rot in the prison, which might end up having that motherfucker come out of prison and starting shit all over again. You know, and the reason why I think this concept works a whole lot more in this day and age, because you can see it. For example, Afro Samurai. The idea that he was black wasn't even the first thing in the show. It wasn't even thought. I think they said something about him having such bushy hair. But that's besides the point. He was a samurai who happened to be black. And that's where pretty much a lot of this shit's going. You know, right now we got Captain America. He's now black. There's actually a black Captain America. Spider-Man, he is now a black kid. You know, that's cool. But we need original ideas, or we need to dig up old names and bring them up, tweak them a little bit, put a little spit shine, upgrade these motherfuckers, and then pull them out. You know, do it the right way. Not just, you know, putting out there to emphasize this is a black show. You know, that doesn't work. That actually fucks it up. Because people are like, man, I can go watch a better show on Cartoon Network than watch this shit. And oh yeah, this one little thing. Why the hell is the Black Panther on at fucking 3 o'clock at night? So y'all got could be a really cool show, but ain't on in the daytime. That's fucked up. That's supposed to be black entertainment. No kid gonna be at 3 o'clock at night watching Black Panther. That's all I'm saying. We need to change. We need to take back what's ours. That's all I'm saying. Alright. Peace out.